bring it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand in the way. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go. What is typically a DeVere Day Wednesday, we keep it consistent with another wide receiver. I'm Timmy Hall, by the way. It's good to be back. Been filling in with Man and Bone a lot these last 2 weeks. Got our guy Cam the Man back there running the show. It's good to see him. And that wide receiver guy to my right, Dane Sanzenbacher, everybody. It's good to see you, Dane.
Hello, Timmy. I was hoping it would be you tonight. Sometimes you're filling in early, and I've stuck with Tito. Don't tell him.
Oh, my God. No, I mean.
I'm just kidding, Tito, if you're listening.
Let's talk about that. Tito, I got a lot of my. No, just kidding. Yeah, Tito's all right by me.
He's great. And
He's
I vowed
funny.
that I won't get into these inner 97-1 scuffles.
You don't want to do the feuds.
I don't want to do the feuds.
You don't want to start stuff like host to host.
Nope.
But Tito's always been the one that's fun to do that about. It's just.
He takes it really well.
He takes it so well, so we just feel like we're going to keep giving it until he's gone for good.
The YouTube chat was killing him one day, and he took it so well. They're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's like, yeah, I've heard worse.
A lot of it he brings it on himself. So he's got to have that kind of personality where he does not care about the stuff that's coming his way because of some of the things he brings up.
Yeah.
He does it. But Tito, I always appreciate you filling in on this show, especially when I was about to die by chili dog poisoning from the Fan Cafe. And day of, I had to get out of the Cardell Jones celebrity softball tournament.
And he brought it with 4 straight hours of energy.
Unbelievable.
So we will not be slandering Tito.
No. For a guy that was just sitting by the phone and said, yes, I'm there on the toilet. And Tito's just saying, yes, I'll do it. Disgusting.
Yeah. Probably let's move on.
You never know what you're going to get from the Fan Cafe.
Yeah, don't go up there.
Go up there and check the fridge, Dane.
No, sir.
If you need something for lunch tomorrow.
No.
Because I know you got a day job and you gotta go prepared.
Stop in here,
check out some of the egg salad that we have up there. Take it for tomorrow. You don't even need to throw it back in the refrigerator.
I could see there being like one of those specialized roller dog things just for the Fan Cafeteria.
I know.
Like the 7-Eleven deal.
That's what you want. Or the Seinfeld episode where they go to the movie theater that has just been hanging on for dear life and the hot dogs have not been changed in 30 years. It's a perfectly sane food to eat.
We'll see if we can find one of those.
Yeah, the rollers there are great. Well, we know we're going to have burning questions here going into this Ohio State football season that is dangerously close now. 10 days away. We're sitting here on August 21st. We got the game next Saturday. One more non-Buckeye football Saturday coming up here on the 24th for week 0. So we still do get college football. So that's really exciting. But, Dane, I actually put it out there to you guys. And this goes to anyone that wants to throw something in on our Buckeye Show voicemail and text line. That is 614-460-2896. You can enter into the YouTube chat room. Of course, all our shows are on YouTube. Hello, hey, here are our beautiful faces. Dane is in work clothes. I've thrown on a gigantic Buckeye hoodie for the show tonight.
No, this is actually changed out of my work clothes. I'm going on my streak of overdressing for the show.
Really?
I don't know why I do it, but
it's a good look on you.
Well, because there's
it's
YouTube.
a classic look.
I do it for YouTube.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You go the extra mile.
I don't know. I just felt like
you are going to mold in to the dad mode.
I know that's what's happening.
Really well.
That's what's happening.
Really
I got to a point where it didn't feel appropriate for me to wear sweats in public anymore.
It's great.
And that's nothing. People who do it, that's fine.
I know.
But I just felt too daddish that I felt like this is a legit LL Bean polo. That's how you know.
It's funny that you put that on and now you say LL Bean's good stuff. LL Bean is solid.
It's arguably dad stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's high quality.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd they come from? Maine, I believe.
Yeah.
Where they're the outfitters from.
Yeah.
That's beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
But you're wearing the wedding band. You guys got to look at him on YouTube too. You got to see. Well, I know you're married, but I'm married, and somehow like the wedding band doesn't jump on my finger. And it's not like I'm out there doing Vince Vaughn things.
Well, I want to stay married.
Who the hell is going to pick me up, right? That's me and my wife have been married so long, Dane, that we know that there's really nothing out there for us. So there's no, that person's going to think I'm attractive, or that person's going to hit on me. No, we're long past that. It's all over and done with. But you've got the band on, the digital watch,
oh my gosh,
and the beautiful collared shirt that's plain, not a single logo on it, and khaki pants. And that's after he got home from work. I'm here wearing sweat shorts and an oversized Buckeye hoodie. And this is how I came to work to do my job at a sports radio station. I've been here all day.
I hate that we went here. I mean, I teed myself up for it, but when I was walking out the house, I was like, man, are you going to do the digital watch too? All right.
I love
whatever.
it, man.
Let's just do it.
How else are you going to know what time it is?
So practical.
So it's great. So if you got anything you want to ask our wide receiver friend, things about the season, or just anything you want to throw his way, because as I said, last Wednesday when we hosted together, this is still just the third time you and I have ever done a show, which seems crazy.
Feels like so much more.
It feels like more, and you're about to start high school football on Friday night. So if people don't know that.
Not as a player.
Not as a player.
No. Yeah.
Although that would be cool if, you could get some more eligibility with Toledo Catholic and you could play a Central Ohio team.
I want no part of it.
Okay.
Yes, in the booth.
All well and good. That's going to be fun for you. You and Paul Barnes is a guy that's done some work for us doing Ohio State hockey. So he's going to be helping us out doing some high school football Friday nights, and it'll be
Pick Central.
Yeah, Pick Central.
Yep.
Harvest Prep. It's going to be the same usual thing you've heard before. Ryan Baker and his buddy Lee Cochran, they'll take you into the night with high school football overtime with the scores and everything. But you and Devere Posey are going to kind of rotate through the high school football slate, calling these games for us. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Haven't done color before, so I'm going to be leaning hard on Paul and cliches. Those two things.
That's what you got to do.
Yep.
You're the expert. You played the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to throw anything Dane Sanzenbacher's way, YouTube show chat. We're on Twitter and X at The Buckeye Show. And as I said, our line to reach is 614-460-2896. I am wondering how you would feel going up against the defensive backs that this Ohio State team has right now. I heard the guys last night talking about BIA being back, best in America, the phrase that they use, which they say is not a phrase. It's more like a way of life and a way of doing things. But when you look at, Caleb Downs and Denzel Burke, both first team All-Americans in the AP, which just came out, that's always a great honor. So 2 defensive backs, first team All-Americans.
I thought one was second team.
No, it's crazy. And then you talk about what Lathan Ransom brings you as a veteran, and guys like Jordan Hancock and all these other dudes that are coming up down the pike that are going to be getting snaps. It's crazy. It's not like you didn't go up against great talent, but what would you see with all this talent there that you would be practicing day in and day out against?
I think they've been pretty strong. I think with the receiver success you've seen,
right.
You got to think a piece of that is who you're going against in practice. We did have some really good ones. I mean, Malcolm Jenkins, we had a list of guys. He's the All-American that comes to mind. But I mean, that's so important for this team. I know we've had years where there's been breakdowns, or that's been the question. And there's a certain amount of comfort for those guys up front too, to know that you have strength in the secondary, that you can kind of get a little bit more time, do what you want. So no, I mean, would I want to go against them? Now, no, then yes, because I was very much in a mindset that this is going to make you better, and it truly does to have those guys that practice across from you.
And, I keep seeing the clips that they throw out on their social media accounts, and I know it's practice, but there has to be something. We know that there is. If you practice hard and if you give it 100% effort, well, then that is how you get prepared to play well in the games. And to see the battles that they have going on there, where guys are really fighting for the football, and DBs look like they do not want to give up reps. And that, I think, that's the iron sharpens iron, right? That's how these guys get prepped and ready to go to beat the best teams in college football.
Yeah, it's probably really annoying for the offense, too. I mean,
it is.
Typically the defense mentality and their mindsets of just always go, go, go. They're kind of like the psychos of the group. And for the offense, I mean, we try to bring the juice, but you just can't do it like those guys.
You're saying great defense beats out great offense when it's practice time And if all things are equal, both sides are ready to go.
I don't think so. I almost think like playing defense is inherently less fun, so they have to psych themselves up even more.
That's it.
To play defense hard through a whole practice. You barely get to touch the ball. You're reacting to what we're doing. We're actually like, we're playing catch. I think they're
and they got to stop the catch.
So
Dad,
I think they're
catch.
I think they're playing mind games with themselves.
And you're right. That's the only way that they're going to get a play is if they go and make the play.
Yeah.
The play is not coming to them unless something terribly wrong goes on, which is why you see that max effort there for guys to get a hand on a football. And even if it's just a SWAT, right? Like there are numbers now that we track more so than just interceptions. I don't know how long football has been doing it, but I can't imagine that the PBU pass breakup was back in the 80s and early 90s, and they were tracking that kind of stuff. That's more recent, but look, those are big stats that coaches look at now.
Yeah, I mean, I think anymore these top programs, they're building their programs on intensity and intensity of practice. I'm not shocked at all if they're going as hard as you say they are. I haven't seen the videos. I would be more shocked if you're like, oh, okay, they're just going through reps. They're in just shorts and t-shirts and just getting mental reps. These guys have a certain agenda and goal in mind. They know what the chatter is. I would imagine it's even amped up a little bit more when you've been named an All-American now.
All right. I've already seen some questions coming in. You can get some more in for our guy, our co-host tonight, Dane Sanzenbacher, our former Ohio State wide receiver, because we just love receivers here on Wednesday nights. So the YouTube chat is up and going. Twitter next at The Buckeye Show and 614-460-2896. He has actually done some extra work ahead of the show tonight, because we haven't done a whole lot of looking ahead with the schedule talk. I heard our Ohio State season kickoff show on Monday, and they had so many guys, our dudes from the Ohio State Network, Paul and Skip and Jim, and they had so many play-by-play voices from throughout the Big Ten, and we're looking into almost every big game on Ohio State's schedule. Got us thinking. The top 5 most intriguing games this year from Dane. Don't miss that. It's next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And, well, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh, my Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh, my Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The drums bang, the flame sparks, the trumpets blow, the hot dogs sizzle, the crowd cheers, the fans eat. The sounds of Buckeye football are synonymous with the best damn band in the land in the stadium and the Weber grills outside the stadium. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. To celebrate another season, Weber is launching a limited edition Ohio State grill, inspired by our Buckeye helmets. Get the best damn grill in the land at Ohio area retailers near you ahead of the football season.
It's Toyota's national sales event with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including Toyota's lineup of go-anywhere, do-anything trucks, like the powerful new Tundra. Now through September 3rd, you can get a new Tundra with low-rate financing, special leases, or customer cash up to $2,000, depending on model. And the 2024 Tacoma is now arriving at your Toyota dealer with dominating power, legendary capability, and captivating style. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It is time to square off against overpriced family dinners with Donato's all-new bakery crust pizza. A square-cut, thicker bakery-style crust with smoked provolone cheese and Donato's fresh toppings, plus your choice of marinara, ranch, or garlic sauce for dipping. The crust is thicker, but the deal is the kicker. Right now, you can get 2 one-topping bakery crust pizzas for just $19.99. It's a whole lot of pizza for not a lot of dough. Order with the app or at Donatos.com.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Attention weekend warriors. Fan Sports Saturday has moved to 10 a.m. Join Eric Reeser and Tyvis Powell as they dive into popular topics like the Buckeyes and Tyvis's liquid diet.
Saturdays from 10 to 1.
The Fan.
If a friend asks how you're doing, and you say,
I'm okay.
When the truth is,
I don't want my problems to burden anyone.
Or you say,
hang it in there.
Because
if I ask for help, they'll just think I'm weak.
Then this is your sign to call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential support. Anytime. You don't have to hide how you feel.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little breezy, but plenty of sunshine and still cool on this Wednesday. Temperatures holding in the mid-70s, down to around 50 degrees overnight with fair skies and a cool start. Plenty of sunshine by Thursday afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Tailgating is a state of mind. You are listening to The Buckeye Show.
Thank you guys so much for rounding out your Wednesday with the Buckeye Show. I'm Timmy Hall. Good to be back on here. Dane Sanzenbacher is here. Cam the Man is back there. Before we move on, I want to tell the good folks out there about my friends from Tri-State Men's Health. It's one of those things. You want to keep that wedding band locked and loaded. If you are suffering from erectile dysfunction, do not let ED be that wedding band killer. No, it's an intimacy destroyer. Mm-hmm. Research shows that men can draw apart from their partners when ED affects the sexy time life. You can't let it get to that. The condition, it'll cause you stress, anxiety, depression. Even worse, a man's partner can even blame themselves when the ED becomes a problem. It's not your fault. Hey, it's not your fault. Hey, it's not your fault. So just get it checked out by my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Go to tristatemenshealth.com. There's a lot of good things you can read to get prepared for on the website. And their facilities, they've got lots here in Ohio, too, in Central Ohio, right there in Hilliard, off of 270. I'm getting choked up. I'm getting so excited about you getting the ED fixed. That's where it is right now. So see them, Tri-State Men's Health. Tell them Timmy Hall sent you.
Whew. Nobody Tri-State Health's like you.
I try.
Nobody.
I'm just so passionate about it.
Yeah.
I just am. Hey, we got great news. Breaking news. Big time stuff here today for the college football season. Akron, yes, ladies and gentlemen, has named a starting quarterback.
Okay.
The Zips have their man. Yes, they do. And do you know who it is?
I do not.
Have you heard of good old Ben Finley?
No.
There we go. Ben Finley played for the California Golden Bears.
Okay.
Also was with the NC State Wolfpack. And he's going to be the Akron Zips guy. 10 days before the start of the season, the Zips have the man that's going to go to the shoe and try to keep this thing within 50 points.
Do you think they've gained a competitive advantage by waiting this long to announce it?
Oh, it's probably what they were going for, don't you think?
Well,
keep
you
it
don't know who to
secret.
plan for. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough.
You didn't see Ben Finley coming, did you?
I bet you didn't see that, right?
We'll see how it plays out.
What's the particulars on Ben Finley? He has, it's just fitting though, right? That you catch a guy for a game like this playing in the MAC that's on his third college football team. That's about the norm now.
Well, in this, I guess, no disrespect to Ben Finley. I mean, the two teams, coming from Cal, you got to have talent if they brought you in there. I'm not going to say he's going to be. Yeah, I think any in this world now, I would be shocked if across the board on MAC rosters was a quarterback who was previously recruited and or on roster for a Power 5 team. Just because why wouldn't you? You want to play, you want your opportunity, and you're probably going to get that shot. I mean, the days of you being a huge recruit and sitting on a Cal or USC or Ohio State bench for 4 years and being stuck there are days of the past.
The name sounded familiar to me, and I'm just looking him up right here, and I can't find out this fast if Ben Finley is related to Ryan Finley, because Ryan Finley played for your squad in the NFL. He was a Cincinnati Bengal for a bit. He put up some numbers at NC State.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, that Finley, he's 29 years old. I don't think he's hanging around the league anymore, but he was a 4th-round draft pick back in 2019. So and he was from Phoenix, so there really wasn't any connection to NC State. He was first at Boise State and then got to NC State, put up some big numbers, had a couple of, high touchdown pass seasons, 3 years with NC State. I want to say he threw somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 touchdown passes. So I don't know if there's relation there, if they're brothers or cousins or whatnot, but NC State, 1 year at California, and then he's here at Akron, gets named the starting quarterback, and he only has about, 1,215 yards, 7 touchdown passes, and 7 picks. That's
Regardless, smart business maneuvering by him. You are probably on the back. Well, you're definitely on the back end of your college career.
Yeah, he'll be done.
You're going to get a start at Ohio State, regardless of what happens from here. You wouldn't have had that.
No, and
well played.
You can make your moment.
Yeah,
right. This is your opportunity. You got to go out there and take it.
Can you imagine?
I can't. No. Can you imagine the post-game show if it did?
Oh,
I mean, it can't happen. Like, we're talking about
I know
statistical impossibilities here. Almost a 50-point
spread.
On
fire, though.
We just go home. We
just play a replay.
Yeah, we just end it right there. We wouldn't even do the show. No, it wouldn't really be anything to say. But let's talk about this schedule, all right? Let's take a look at this 2024 schedule. We know some of the big games, but I wanted to give this to you. I wanted to hear a fresh take on this. The 5 most intriguing games for this 2024 Ohio State football season. And I don't know if I'm going to catch a couple surprises, maybe because it's the opener. Someone might throw Akron in there. Probably not.
I don't know. I guess you'll have to find out what I find intriguing.
Let's start at number 5.
And these are of my own. I've not listened to other top 5s.
Nothing else.
Nope.
This is just you.
Number 5, Michigan.
Wow.
Why do you wow?
I just wow because it's Michigan. I feel like there's not a whole lot you got to say about that. I could have totally understood you throw Michigan at number 1, not because it's the toughest game based on who they bring back from their title team.
What's intriguing about them is I want to see if the old adage of throw the records out still applies to this game. Because I assume Michigan's going to have a tough season. They might have some losses going into this game. Ohio State, hopefully, is in a really good place, but I'm intrigued to see if that fire is still there in this rivalry with all these changes. There will obviously be playoff implications here. I have them at 5.
Wild ride to start.
Because I will not put Michigan number 1 on any list of mine.
Interesting. Okay. Yep. All right. So it's like
even if it's a bad list.
It's basically disrespecting them on the list, but you've thrown me off with the first one here on this list.
It's a backward disrespect. Number 4, Indiana University.
Wow. Okay. 2 wows to begin this list with the games of intrigue.
And it's because all the new they have going on there. Coach Cignetti, they got a brand new coach. I think he was the James Madison guy.
Go Dukes.
Yep, he's a rah-rah guy. He's a make-them-believe guy.
I think he came in spouting off stuff about, we're going after Ohio State and Michigan, baby.
And he's very well aware that he has a pretty much stale program, and that's part of his shtick. He was, I'm just going to kind of rile things up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to work at all, but I'm intrigued by it.
He's got a mobster kind of name, too. Signetti.
Signetti.
He said. Oh,
Yep.
man, I'm not trifling with that guy. And that's the game right before Michigan. That's the penultimate game, the regular season.
If there ever was,
Trappish.
get some guys fired up. Trappish, we won't. Tough to go there, but intriguing nonetheless. Number 3, our friends in Oregon. I have them number 3. So this is a really...
Because this is one of the best games on paper of the entire college football season, not just on Ohio State's schedule.
And it's so intriguing for many reasons, and it should be good. But if it plays out the way we hope it will, that it's a good game, then you may be seeing, there's only one first time, the first battle of these guys to what could be the future of the Big Ten. Everybody's talking about Oregon as they're the next big boy. They're the next one up. And if you have this battle and it lives up to it, if you're a Big Ten fan, you're like, oh, here we go. Thoughts?
I got no idea what your 2-1 are going to be now. I think I can. I can pick the games. I don't know how you're going to order them or what's going on in that head of yours.
Now that I'm announcing them, I think I might have just done this in like David Letterman style. You know how like number 1 was never the best one in his top 5?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to say is happening here. Number 4. No, 2.
2.
Oh my gosh, I did 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. That's how much I was paying attention while I was driving and trying to do this list. Okay, number 2.
Yeah, give us 2, and then we'll wait for number 1.
Yes. Okay, number 2, Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Why am I intrigued? Will they finally be able to fit a football field inside a baseball field?
It's at Wrigley.
The amount of times we've seen this tried and failed. How many times do we have to see him cut off a corner of the end zone? It might just not fit, but I'm intrigued to see if they can make it happen.
Well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out if he slaps the most intriguing game label on Nebraska on October 26th or something else, or if it's Penn State on the road, or if it's the first road game at Michigan State. I have no idea what Dane is going to say for that one. But that is next. It is the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Let's think winter for a second. I know, not cool. For a lot of us, though, last winter, our heating bills were stupid high and our homes were freezing, and we did nothing. It's Bobby and my friends at Pella Windows, the window that you, Columbus, voted the leading and most trusted, are giving us a reason to think about winter now with a very legitimate offer of 0% financing. Forget this, 60 months or 50% off qualifying installations. Good through August. The local Pella team is amazing, so go check them out at PellaColumbus.com.
Bob's Discount Furniture is coming to Polaris, and Bob's Discount Furniture wants you to win big this football season. It's easy. Get online and go to 971thefan.com to register to win a $1,000 gift card to Bob's Discount Furniture, so you can watch your favorite football team sitting in your new Bob's recliner or couch this season. Wow. That's $1,000 from Bob's Discount Furniture. All you have to do is register to win on the fans contest page at 971thefan.com. Hurry, contest ends Wednesday, August 28th. See complete contest details online at 971thefan.com.
And what is it called?
A ceiling fan.
And where is it?
It's on the floor.
And why is that a problem?
Well, see, the person who named it probably should have called it a floor. No, that's not right. The guy on TV I saw put up a ceiling fan.
Are you a TV star, Paul?
No, I'm not.
Are you an electrician, Paul?
I am not.
You are?
I am a middle management accountant, and I shouldn't be putting up ceiling fans.
You should.
Call the pros who knows.
Apex Pros.
The pros who knows know electrical work, too. Hi, it's Alex from Apex Pros. And if you liked us for plumbing, cooling, and heating, you're gonna love our pro electricians.
Apex Pros are on the way.
Much easier, isn't it?
I'm glad we sorted this out.
Me too.
Columbus loves the pros who knows. Schedule with one click at apexpros.com.
The Fan Tailgate is back at the Ozone on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, Hollywood Casino, and TNT Equipment.
Admission is free. Join us for food, fun, and tipsy radio hosts. The Fan, Ohio's tailgating destination.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
It's Toyota's national sales event. The perfect time to extend your summer fun in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Now through September 3rd, choose 5.25 APR financing on any new 2025 Camry. Or you can lease a Camry LE for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If the colors scarlet and gray made a sound, that sound would be this. This is the Buckeye Show.
All right. Wild ride of a most intriguing list of top football games for Ohio State's 2024 schedule. Number 1 is coming up from Dane Sanzenbacher, who is in tonight on the show. I'm Timmy Hall. Cam, the man, is back there. Before we do, you won't be able to see a game on September 14th because the Buckeyes have the bye. They've got the bye week there. If you are still looking to fill your Buckeye bye week schedule, boy, do I have the thing for you. American Nitro's Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest. This thing is presented by Lowe's. It's back for year 2, and I really can't wait for it. I'll set the stage. You're going to have live music, cold beer, a wing smoking competition. I get to be a judge. I'm excited for that. Second year I've done it. You got food trucks, literally over 3 tons of chicken wings for this competition and food fest. It's a great cause. We're raising money for Ghosts of War, providing immediate assistance to veterans in need. And if you think you got what it takes, sign up at 971thefan.com. All the wings, all the smokers are provided for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And you're competing for cash prizes and the coveted first place trophy. It's brought to you by Claypool Electric, Equipment Share, Kenjo Outdoor, Treba Industrial Staffing, and more. All right, Dame, recap your top 5 most intriguing games on Ohio State's schedule. This is a wildly different list than how I would have it listed out. But this is your list.
It's my list.
It's your list.
It's just what I wanted. Number 5 was Michigan. Number 4, Indiana. Number 3, Oregon. Number 2, Northwestern, because we want to see if that football field will, in fact, fit inside a baseball playing surface. Number 1, Timmy. Yeah, I would say you guessed it, but you guessed every other game on the list. Mm-hmm. You just kind of threw them all out there.
I did.
Number 1, Nebraska.
Whoa. No way.
Yeah.
No way. Dylan Raiola just got named the starter.
That's what Jacob just told me this when I was out in the break here.
That's his team now. We kind of thought it would be. He's looked pretty good, and he was a highly touted 5-star commit to Ohio State.
Highly touted to Ohio State, played all over the place. Sounds intriguing. Also, why I put this in number 1, I know hardly anything about Nebraska football. I know Matt Rule's there now, but consistently they keep coming up in conversation. or they keep coming up in a top 5 for a top recruit. I can't figure out why Nebraska would be in the top 5 for a 5-star recruit. It's intriguing. I don't know the answer, and I'm not down on them.
You're right.
I'm intrigued by what they have going on up there.
Scott Frost was their golden boy with what he did at Central Florida, then got the job back there. And obviously the results were the results, but they had a lot of football games that they were competitive in. They just were spinning their wheels. They couldn't ever seem to put all of it together, let alone blow any teams out. And you'd like to think if Nebraska would ever truly be back, they would have with the way college football is structured, they should have 3 to 5 games in which they can blow some teams out. Maybe not by 40 or 50, but games where they perform really well based on who they recruit and how they coach them up. Even Big Ten games I'm talking about, where they can beat, Maryland by 21 and kind of have a walk in the park type of way to the finish. Beat Northwestern by 21-28 type of deal. And they haven't moved there. But again, it's just year 2 for Matt Rule.
That's what
year 2 for him.
Maybe they're a couple years out. Maybe they have a huge supportive NIL structure. We don't know these things. But if they keep on being on people's radar, getting this, 5-star talent, I don't know.
They're not without intrigue. They're not the most intriguing for me. It's your list, but they're not without intrigue because they're still Nebraska.
Yeah, it's my list.
Yeah, that's your list. I think I'd probably have Michigan as the most intriguing.
Yeah, you would put Michigan number 1 because you're a traitor.
I'm not a traitor. You got to beat those guys, man. It's the most important thing in the world right now.
You put a number 1 next to Michigan. What does that say about you? I'm just saying at least I put him at the bottom of my list.
I'm just saying sign stealing, 3-year losing streak. You don't know what will have been going on for the 11 previous games. Has Michigan, taken a couple hits? Because there's some that believe that there's 3 losses that are possible there. I still think they're going to be pretty darn good and that it will be a throw the records. Because every time I've gone into that game thinking that Ohio State should roll them, it's a dogfight. It's just a dogfight all the way to the finish. Even in the years where, like Brady Hoke years, where they weren't any good at all. So that one is there. I think I would definitely put the Oregon game, just big, huge game going on the road. Penn State on the road. With the way that the Buckeyes have beaten their brains in win-loss-wise, 9-1, I think, is the record since James Franklin took over.
Really?
And they're always talking about being right there, Penn State, being right there. And there's been several really close games, but either, Ohio State's made a lot of plays, don't get me wrong, but there's been some games, too, where James Franklin had the 4th and 5 call where he just ran Miles Sanders right into Chase Young's lap. Like, thank you, just some dumb decisions there. Of course, then you had the game where JT Barrett was slinging it to, or was that Dwayne Haskins? Dwayne to Ben Victor and Dwayne to KJ Hill down the sideline. And then JT Barrett had his game where it was Marcus Ball. I think maybe KJ had a touchdown in that game as well. Cam the man, you're nodding along if I'm right there with the memory bank. But there's been some bangers against Penn State. I might even find a way to get Michigan State on the road in this top 5 most intriguing, just because it's the first road game. And you talk about someone I have no idea what to expect. Yeah, I have no clue what Sparty's going to bring.
I thought about that one too. That's a weird one. When's the last time we played at Michigan State? This might be a dumb question. It could have been last year for all I know.
It might have been, but the Buckeyes have just absolutely been drilling Michigan State. If you took, I want to say the last 4, maybe 5 matchups between Ohio State and Michigan State, because way back when, that was the one program that gave the Bucks fits.
Yeah.
I say way back when. I mean in the Urban Meyer era. They were the one team that could actually tussle with Ohio State. But it has been looking like an Ohio State versus Rutgers kind of series. That's how bad Ohio State's been trashing Michigan State lately.
Well, they haven't necessarily been keeping the house in order around the program.
Oh, no.
So that doesn't help any program focus on football.
Tim, do you see the past 3 games for OSU versus Michigan State? I have the scores.
Beat them 38-3 last year. I'm looking at that one.
38-3 last
year.
It's
probably a 50-point beat down the previous 2 years.
49-20 in 2022. And then 56-7 in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot
Should
of
it be that way
there,
for them?
Tim. That's not intriguing.
I'm just saying because it's the first road game. Did you hear your list?
I'm just
don't say
which one of mine should not be on there.
4 of them, other than the Michigan game.
I gave you valid intrigue points.
What was the list again after Michigan? I know that was dead last.
Michigan 5, Indiana 4.
Indiana.
You don't know if Kurt Cignetti's scary. You don't know if he's mobbed up.
I
Exactly.
went to Elon when he was the head coach.
Oh boy,
they were winless. So I don't know how good it was. Elon though, but he's gone on to do better things.
All right.
We got Elon intel here.
All right. 3 was Oregon, which you agree with.
Yeah.
2 was Northwestern. You too want to see if it'll fit.
I got to throw Iowa. First top 25 matchup. I got to throw Iowa in there at my number 4, though. That's
Okay.
going to be on the list.
And 1 was Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska.
I had you intrigued by Nebraska.
Tiny bit.
Iowa not making the list, Dane?
I can only pick 5. What are you going to do?
Yeah, the Hawkeyes with a new offensive coordinator, so they're not going to, set a goal of 20 points per game. They're going to try to throw more and see what they can do. But hey, I want to play you this because this is one of the best football players on Ohio State's team. And yesterday, the subject came up again, and I think they absolutely owe it to themselves to do it. This was what Caleb Downs, star safety, we mentioned him off the top of the show, first-team All-American in the preseason here, would not mind playing some running back if they're really going to do this.
I mean, I feel like I'm an elite player with the ball in my hands, so, I mean, I would never say, I would never not believe in myself to do something, so I definitely believe that's on the table, but I'm just taking it day by day.
If you know what this guy's capable of, if you've seen the way he returns punts and how elite he is with the ball in his hands, I don't know how you don't do something like this, even if it is just a teeny tiny bit. Remember the shakes that you would get when Deion Sanders appeared on offense? You just didn't know what to do. One of the most elite defensive players on the field is on the other side of the ball.
I'm
the
laughing
Buckeyes can
because
do that.
Tim did a live shake in here.
Woo!
It was. You
Just
remember?
shivers down your spine when certain players flip to the other side of the ball.
Yeah. Why not try it out earlier in the season?
Or the whole season.
Sure.
If he's awesome.
See if it works. At very least, you waste another team's time that they have to plan for it. I mean,
And
coaches
that's
are
legitimate.
notorious.
Not Ben Finley wasting our time. We're talking about Caleb Downs wasting defensive coordinators' time.
Ben, why are you coming at Ben?
By the way, he is Ryan's brother.
Yeah, that was a really good call by you.
NC State phenoms.
Yeah, I think that it would be fun. I want to see it. If he's a great, you told me that he returned a ton of punts at Alabama.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did.
I know.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's great.
You laid that on me.
He is
Give the kid the ball.
He is. I mean, we're not breaking news here. He's going to be one of the best football players in college football, not just on Ohio State's team. So you got a chance to utilize him there. If it's just twice in a game, if it's just there he's as a decoy to take pressure off of one of your other elite players so you could throw the ball downfield, or just give him the damn ball because he's worthy of it. see if he can pick up a first down for you. I'm excited at the thought of it for Caleb. All right, Jen Winters was here earlier. I got into a little bit of a debate that might have had me questioning my love of the thing I love the most. Tell you about it next. Dane is here. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise and a bed and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say. Oh my, Bob. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The drums bang, the flame sparks, the trumpets blow, the hot dogs sizzle, the crowd cheers, the fans eat. The sounds of Buckeye football are synonymous with the best damn band in the land in the stadium and the Weber grills outside the stadium. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. To celebrate another season, Weber is launching a limited edition Ohio State grill, inspired by our Buckeye helmets. Get the best damn grill in the land at Ohio area retailers near you ahead of the football season. Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more Pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Pop quiz. What's the best way to go back to school? With Giant Eagle and Market District, of course. From lunchbox favorites to fun after-school snacks, they make it easy to care for growing minds and stomachs. And with their Deals for School Days program, you'll enjoy savings on thousands of items throughout the store. But don't wait. Featured items are only available at these low prices for a limited time. So stop in and stock up for the ultimate back-to-school pantry. Visit your local Giant Eagle or Market District today.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and this month 0% financing is back by popular demand on the 2024 Toyota Tundra for 48 months. But hurry in before they're gone. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky with approved credit, tax title, and $250 doc fee not included. Offer ends August 30th.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky. Oh my.
OAR. Live in concert. Summer Tour 24. August 29th at Kimba Live Outdoor. With special guests, Right, and DJ Logic. Buy tickets now at AXS.com and the Penn Station box office. OAR Live, brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer and Promo West Productions.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Using the Buckeye hookup to play golf at Scarlet whenever we can. This is the Buckeye Show.
Hey, well, it wasn't at Scarlet, but the first time Dane and I met was on a golf course. So what better way for a relationship to start, huh?
Yeah. Eh?
Hey.
Yeah.
You tell a lot. Tell a lot about somebody's golf game, right? You're good. You're good.
Oh, I fluctuate wildly between good and just terrible.
Well, don't we all? But it's just, if somebody has a crisp swing, I'm always fascinated by that, because I've learned that the way that you can perform at one sport, it means absolutely nothing if you can take that into being a golfer, because some football players can go over to golf and look fluid and smooth and have a really tight, crisp swing. Others look like Tyvus, you know?
If you played when you were younger, I think you can. It's just, it has nothing to do. It's like almost the golf swing's not even like, doesn't even feel like a normal athletic movement. It's a thing all in itself that you have to learn.
I think it's most like a throwing motion, you know?
Sure, yeah. That's what
people try to say. It's like, oh, hockey, you know, the slap shot and all that. I guess in a way, but not every great hockey player can they want to point out, oh, like this guy can do it and that guy can do it. That means all hockey players can be great golfers. It doesn't necessarily work like that.
No, I almost think so. I think there's something to that. I think they do work the right muscles for the swing, but I also think culturally,
you are swinging a stick. I get it.
Well, golf is like a hockey thing too. That's like, in the hockey culture, a lot of those guys, I think, like to play golf in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would match up.
But there's a lot of basketball players that would like to play golf too. It's just something you can get out with the buddies and do, right?
But yeah, I agree with the pitcher. I think it's probably closest to like a throwing motion. And pitchers, remember when John Smoltz was it him?
He was awesome. Yeah, he was
trying to make like a run at
absolutely
at least semi-professional. He was all right.
I think he actually has played in Champions Tour events.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right about Smoltz. He's really good. Then again, Tony Romo was another high-profile athlete. Quarterbacks have typically, transitioned to become good players.
You've got to have time.
You do.
So
you do.
It's like, yeah, regardless
and you
of the
said
sport.
it, if you were doing it when you were young, and so you have something in your brain, it's a muscle memory type of game. Like I've been playing it for so long, I don't generally have to be practicing like Vijay Singh for hours every day to go out and look like I can hit the ball. I might not fire 75 for you. That ain't going to happen.
But I'm telling you,
I can get around a course.
I wasn't even hitting the ball last time, but I digress. Let's talk about
That's no fun. That's no fun. You got a couple of questions, by the way, that were coming in.
Okay.
So we're there in the YouTube chat. You guys, of course, have the Buckeye Show voicemail and text line, 614-460-2896. You can hit us before, during, or even after the show with that line whenever something pops into your head. And it's getting to be that season, so I want to hear from more of you guys. Like Craig, he chimes in looking at the YouTube chat room. We're there. You can watch the show. Hello. He says, Dane, which one of the wide receivers on today's Buckeye team would compare to you, Dane Sanzenbacher, in his prime? So
who's the best one?
Who's the best? Emeka Egbuka's the best, right? I mean, he's the most accomplished. He's the best. I think he's about 1,048 yards away from becoming the all-time leading receiver at Ohio State.
I'll take him. No, I'm just. He's the one.
He could be a slot master.
He's the one I've seen the most. I probably haven't studied as much Ohio State receiver tape as I ought to, so I wouldn't have a good comparison. Wouldn't you say they broke the mold though, Timmy?
I would say so.
Okay, thanks.
I would say so. You've got Jeremiah Smith, who's going to be the new stud freshman.
That's no for me.
That's a no.
It's a no.
And I mean, we've got Brandon Ennis, who might have a little bit of that.
Why don't you tell me? You would know more than
you had. Well, I'm trying to think. There's these Buckeye wide receivers. They don't have a whole lot of height, which you weren't like built like David Boston. So it's not like we have any of those walking around on the roster right now. Who
weren't like past tense? Like, yeah, I had it, but I lost it. You should have seen me when I played. I was 6'6", and I was yoked.
But you lost all of it. No, I don't know if there is a good comp for you on this roster as well. So I'll be interested to see. And Elizabeth chimed in, said, Dane, are you ever thinking about coaching kids or high school football at some point in time? Something that interests you?
No, not really. It's a huge time commitment to do so. I mean, well, now I'm going to be calling some of the games on Fridays. So no, I don't know. I've never got the coaching bug. It's never been the thing that just like felt like, I mean, I played, but it always seemed like the good coaches were people who were like obsessed with the game and like wanted to do the X and O's. I'm all about like being a mentor. I coached track for a few years when I was in Toledo.
Nice.
But I'm not into the X's and O's enough to, I think, hash out the time commitment that it would take to be a good high school coach.
I get it. It's not for everybody.
Yeah,
and
not for me.
I don't know, speaking of not for me, I don't know if week 0 college football is for me. And I got in this, I wouldn't call it an argument, but Jen Winters was doing some work out there. She was hopping on Man and Bone for Wild Card Wednesday, and she was sitting in the cubicle that was empty across from me. And I said, am I not frenzied enough about football if week 0 doesn't quite scratch that itch for me? I'm super excited about this Buckeye football season, about college football season. I would say that typically when we get past our Ohio State games, I am then next more excited for the premier NFL games of the weekend. And then after those premier NFL games, I'm probably then interested about the other big college football games, if you know what I'm saying. So it goes Buckeyes, top on my list. Then whatever, if there's a huge Thursday night or Sunday nighter, then it's the other, college football games. But week 0 just didn't have a whole lot going on. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. There's just not a lot of games.
What's like the biggest
football.
matchup? Do you know?
The one in Dublin, Florida State, Georgia Tech. Okay.
I mean, I don't know about. It's almost like a trailer. A lot of times trailers are the best parts of going to see a movie.
Maybe. Maybe so. But that doesn't mean that we're not stoked about it. And I can't wait. Dane, thanks so much for popping in, man.
Thanks, man.
Good to have Dane Sanzenbacher. We got Hockey Talk. Inside Edge is next on The Fan.
Your morning just got beefier. Morning Juice with Beamer, Bobby, and Shark.
Weekdays from 6 to 9.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline. Now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Bob's Discount Furniture is coming to Polaris, and Bob's Discount Furniture wants you to win big this football season. It's easy. Get online and go to 971thefan.com to register to win a $1,000 gift card to Bob's Discount Furniture, so you can watch your favorite football team sitting in your new Bob's recliner or couch this season. Wow. That's $1,000 from Bob's Discount Furniture. All you have to do is register to win on the Fans Contest page at 971thefan.com. Hurry, contest ends Wednesday, August 28th. See complete contest details online at 971thefan.com.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
At Toyota's national sales event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through September 3rd, choose 4.99 APR financing on a new 2024 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Excludes RAV4 Prime, or you can get a great lease deal on RAV4. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.